So pretty much everybody has talked about misconceptions about the Vikings wearing horned helmets and that sort of thing, so I'm not going to talk about that. Instead, I'm going to talk about the Vikings' grooming habits and apparent ravishing good looks. In Russia, Ibn Fadlan said that he had never seen more perfect physical specimens, tall as date palms, blonde and ruddy, and goes on to say that they loved beads. But he also says that they were the filthiest of Allah's creatures because they didn't wash themselves after urinating. Well, the Arabs were particularly clean during this period, so that may be a little bit harsh. But for those who didn't see my video on Vikings on the Silk Road, I should just say that the Vikings had an extensive trade network and a lot of Arab coins were found in Scandinavia, and these coins were used to buy quite a lot of jewellery. Fadlan said that for every 10,000 dirhams the man was worth, he had to buy his wife a gold or silver neck ring. And the beads that they apparently prized so much were only 1 dirham, and there was a ring found in Sweden which was inscribed with Arab letters. Another chronicler, Ibn Rusta, said that the Vikings were always well dressed and had exquisite jewellery, and he also contradicted Ibn Fadlan by saying that they were also clean. And chroniclers in Western Europe also say that they were well groomed at least. Now there is archaeological records of combs being found in graves, but let's stick with the chronicles. There is a later source by John of Wallingford that said that the Vikings used to comb their hair every day, bathe once a week and change their clothes frequently. And although he said that this was frivolous, he also said that the Vikings used to charm a lot of the English women and even steal the virtue of a noble's daughter. There is a contemporary source that tells us how Vikings probably wore their hair. One Englishman wrote to his brother telling him not to adopt their hairstyle of a shaved neck and blinded eyes, and blinded eyes is probably a very long fringe. And skeletons and images do suggest that the Vikings used to trim their beards and had quite elaborate haircuts. And here in Denmark, in Hedeby, Altar Tushi said that both men and women wore artificial eye makeup which enhanced their beauty. So the Vikings would have been elaborately dressed and about 170 centimeters on average according to archaeological records. But before you go away thinking that the Vikings didn't look tough at all, in England a few mass graves have been excavated. Mass graves, by the way, were a result of the times that the locals rose up and targeted the Vikings, like during the St. Brice Day massacre. But these men would have been the warriors, and archaeological records show that they pretty much were strong warriors. In Oxford, they found that most of the men were aged between 16 and 25, were more robust and taller than the average man, and had a load of wounds from different times throughout their life. And in Dorset, they found that the Vikings managed to file their teeth back. So the warriors at least had filed back teeth and a load of old wounds.